Welcome to the 171 project. What I thought I would do is follow this project from the foundation all the way through the framing and the siding. Along the way, you're going to see the tools that we use, the techniques that we use. None of that means that it's the best. It's just the way that we do it. Hopefully you learn something, maybe even be entertained along the way. Now, we self-perform the foundations, framing, and siding for the general contractor. So while we set up the footing, just down the road was the house we were framing. And it worked out perfect. The dirt guys could show up and get rid of all those spoils that were blocking access for our forklift. 2 dump trucks ran for about a day or a day and a half and took all these spoils and dumped them just down the road at the foundation we had just finished. So you're going to see that we bounce around between jobs quite a bit. There's the footing, all the steel's in, ready for inspection. All we needed to get was drone footage and we're done. All right guys, so we spent the last couple hours setting up this footing. Now that it's raised to grade and it's all level, all the stakes are in and all the stakes are nailed off, I'm gonna go ahead and reshoot our actual wall layout. So the edge of our wall starts at 8 inches in on each side. So what I've done is I've just set a piece of 2x12, put a mark at 8 and 8, and now I'm just setting up the laser.
Okay, because he's got a laser.
I'm gonna run down there, line that up with the 8, then I'm gonna shoot square, and what we like to do is go through and tack nails at our actual wall layout. Then we can run a string line so that all of our bar is either centered or it's the correct distance off the wall, the way that the engineer wants it. So here's one of the big advantages to the laser is it's a one-person operation. I can walk down to the other end once this is set, and with the arrows is I can control the unit. Listen to just how fine those adjustments are. I mean, just a tap of the button.
Exactly. Okay, I'm grinding.
Do it. Now I know our walls are going to be perfectly square. So now we've hit the reset button again. So by using the laser at this stage, we've eliminated any error from the footing. Now we'll set the walls. And then of course when we snap mud cell up above, if anything's like moved during the pour or it's a little bit off, then we'll dial it in better. It's better to work in 1/4 inch increments. Hey Shane, I really like your mom's Twitter account.
Thanks.
Just one. That's not funny at all. Now here's what the foundation looks like when the job site's clean and everything is 100% ready for an inspection. All the hardware's in, the planks are set, we are ready to place concrete. The hold down straps are in place, ready for inspection. Now we take a little bit of an unconventional approach to our bracing. You notice there we use quite a few I-joists structurally screwed to the walls, which brings those panels into plane. And then all we have to do is string line and brace everything right to the string. And it means that the foundation is nice and perfect. In fact, I'll show you a picture of the wall after it's stripped. It doesn't take very long. We keep those I-joists in the boneyard, and it just works. It works so well for us. There's a view, that's a 42-foot wall, so there's 2 overlapping I-joists. And you can see it is nice and straight. But that, of course, is before the concrete is placed. What does it look like after the concrete's placed?
Well, did you have anything exciting happen this week?
No, not really. Just kind of lounged around
Now, this is lunchtime. We're waiting on the concrete. We like to have some fun.
the house, read a book. Oh yeah, it feels
Oh,
great.
what book did you read?
Job site massages.
Now, while we're waiting for the second truck to back up to the pump, here's just some footage of Shane using the cordless Makita vibrator to consolidate the concrete around all of that steel that you saw. After letting the foundation sit over the weekend, we are back to strip forms. They come off real easy when you keep those forms well oiled with form release. Now, when I was younger, I hated this kind of work because it's dirty, it's stinky, and it's hard work. Now, I love it because it's mindless work. Just get into a rhythm and go. You know when you're gonna end when that last panel comes off the wall. By the way, that yellow Birk Bar Junior is worth its weight in gold. It allows me to knock those snap ties slightly to the side and then pry those panels off. I don't even have to get on a ladder. And that's a 10-foot wall. Love with me. It's done. Start again at 1. Stripping forms to me is all about repetitive motion, consolidate your movements. So I'm using that Birk bar as I work along to pry the panel out, but then I also just scrape that edge of the concrete. That means I don't have to get another tool. Now it's become a bit of a custom for us to get some drone footage and some pictures at the end of the job when it's all cleaned up and it's ready to go. And I think that's worth doing. We work hard, we stink, it's dirty work. Celebrate that hard work a little bit. The fact is, somebody's gonna live in this house. We should feel very proud of the work that we're doing and have some fun. Stay tuned for the next phase of the 171 project. Please like and subscribe.